So we're in a space as leaders, right, where you kind of have that overview of all the pieces moving on the board. And so you're in a space where you see someone where you're like, this is a potential leader. This person has it. Like, what's that process like for you? How do you identify them and how do you nurture that?
Well, there is that observation where you see those traits or you see those like behavioral patterns and you're like, this person's a star and I want them to be part of leadership or be part of, determining the future of our company. But I think another important piece of that is conversation. Mm-hmm. So it's sort of hearing from them what their aspirations are. And when we have our one-to-ones or our meetings, allowing them to sort of volunteer what their goals are, and where they see themselves growing to or moving to, and sort of allowing that to also guide the decisions that we make about who advances, if you will, to leadership, who takes on these different kinds of roles. I think is mostly guided by that sort of internal motivation that people have.
Yes.
And that drive that they have to go after a thing.
Yeah.
And that shows itself in their actions. And so we have conversations, ongoing conversations always about where people are now and where they want to be and what the gaps are in between those two places. And we work towards filling those gaps, whether that means taking additional classes or getting more experience working on a particular kind of project. Those conversations are always ongoing, and I think are important to keep having, because those needs can change over time too.
Exactly.
As someone has more experience in a particular area, they may realize this actually isn't it for me, and that's okay. With more experience, we can better guide them and they can better guide themselves towards what really is the best fit for them. So it's an ongoing conversation, I would say. Yeah.
I think that leadership doesn't always look just like, becoming a manager.
Right.
I think that you can, as you're saying, really show leadership in the everyday work that you're doing by stepping up and helping with a project that you didn't need to, or providing feedback on some work that somebody did that maybe they needed help with, by just providing. There's a lot of things that you can do to just help, and I think when we see that when I see that kind of, when I see one of our team members working that way, that shows me, this is a person that really cares about what they're doing, and internally wants to build a thing that's better. And that kind of selflessness is
that's the word.
Yeah,
that's selflessness.
What I'm excited about.
Yeah. Because that's what I think separates a boss from a leader, right? Like a boss is like, okay, I'm doing this for the greater good of me, right? But the leader is like, I'm doing these things because I know this will help you. I know this will help you whether grow or this will help you move to a new chapter, But it's not for me. Yeah. It's not for me. I win when you win, But a boss is like, how can I win? And that distinction is definitely important,